Because you go to some commentators, they say perhaps, maybe so, and that type of thing. Perhaps he was never in the house. But the Bible says that he's going to cause the fathers to come back. So in other words, watch this. Watch this. And evidently, they must have been there. There must have been a relationship. But there has been a breakage or a disconnect. So now he's going to bring them back. There's going to be a reconnect with the fathers and their children. Wow. Go ahead.
Pastor, that's true, because I think once sin start taking over and you turn against the Lord, mothers, fathers, and everybody start going, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's true.
Was you going to say something, Sister?
I might be thinking ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm good.
I was just, I was actually going to ask the question.
Okay.
Is this what John, is somebody's mission going to be all about? Because I was just thinking, because the children of Israel had turned. So, because Christ hasn't came, God is going, because he's bringing John as the forerunner of Jesus Christ, he's going to get it started pretty much. Because of the way that people have turned away from God, like, you know, the Israel, they do good, then they go back. And
Yes.
they do it, but there's such a mess that, you know, the hearts are far from God, basically.
Yes.
And so, you know, his ministry is going to cause them to, hearts to turn, fathers and, you know, children.
Yes.
Because right now they're considered children of disobedience.
Yes, absolutely. Because you go to the next part of that verse.
Okay.
Check that out. Check that out. Check it out. The next part of that verse. He says, and the disobedient to the attitude of the righteous. So he's going to turn the disobedient back to the righteous. Oh, wow. And watch this. And so as to make ready the people prepare. What's it? To make ready the people prepared for the Lord. He is just preparing the people ready for the Lord. That's a great mission. That's a great mission and a great task that is before him. It ain't no little bitty thing. This, watch this. And it is nothing that he should take lightly. This is to be done with sincerity. Because there is a big assignment. I'm going to say it this way. Zechariah, upon your son. A great assignment upon your son. Yes, ma'am.
And I feel God is doing it now.
Yes.
With us, you know, preparing us for his coming. And then too, as an example to what John's, you know, mission, showing the sincerity of it, showing us that we should take our calling, wherever it may be, you know, with sincerity. Because
Yes.
of, you know, as you always say, genuine work, you know.
Yes.
We do it, and we do it, you know, nonchalant and ethically, you know, and, you know, we can be in danger.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a good point. Good point. Yes, ma'am.
But to just think how that it was so sincere for name, where he couldn't talk. You know, it was such a sincere part of him that God, he couldn't speak because he didn't want that name.
That too, but let me throw something else in there. Let me ask you a question first before I put this in there. Why was Zechariah speechless? Anybody know? You say he was in doubt? Okay. Anybody else? Why was Zechariah speechless? No.
Oh, they hear me.
No.
I'm not
Yeah. Nobody knows? Nobody will take a stab at it? My mother does, okay. Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
I'm taking a stab at it. She got the right answer though, but, I was thinking because the Lord already knew he wasn't going to be obedient to what he wanted. One thing was what he wanted the child to be, which was John.
Mhm.
So he made him speak to them after that time.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Rose? She's passing. Okay. Everybody, just a minute.
I think it was kind of like Abraham's wife. And they, you know, we all, and you know, I just believe he may not believe. He just didn't seem like he said, oh, we all, and, you know, and in his mind, maybe when saying it, we all, and how can this be? Because, you know, not him being born, you know what I'm talking about. I just felt like he felt like that.
Okay. Look at 20, y'all. Yeah. Look at 20. And behold, you shall be silent and unable to speak until the day when these things take place. I'm going to stop right there for a moment. Because y'all just said it. Because you don't believe. And I'm going to keep you from speaking doubt. Watch this, in the atmosphere.
Yes.
So if you can't speak it in the atmosphere,
Right.
I'm going to make you be quiet. Because I don't want your negativity to be out in the atmosphere. Because this is going to be a positive thing for mankind. And I don't want you talking all negative, saying something that ain't supposed to be, because I already told you what's going to take place. I don't need you rebuttal against what's supposed to be taking place. So therefore, you're going to be quiet. Let's read some more, y'all. Oh, I'm getting stirred up now.
Verse 18 will tell you too.
Okay, I'm going to because you did not believe my words. There it is right there. It is right there. Which will be fulfilled in the proper time. Watch this. In the right time, the right season. It's going to come to fruition. But I got to keep you quiet. 18. You going to say something? Okay, hold on. Well, that's good now, y'all. Okay, Zechariah said to the angel, how will I know this for certain? For I am an old, see, doubt. Who said Abraham? You said Abraham?
I said they was up.
Here go.
I was saying about, yeah.
Okay.
Kind
He
of
thinks he's too old,
put your mind on that.
just like they were. Abraham, Sarah, they thought they were too old. Watch this. Woo-wee. Oh man, and my wife is advanced in years. She's beyond childbearing years. It's almost like Sarah and Abraham. But with God, there's nothing impossible. He forgot, okay, hold on a second. He forgot who he was serving. Zechariah, hello? You've been walking with Jesus and God for this long. What happened? And watch this, and don't forget your bell.
I will.
Okay, good. Because sometimes we can walk with Jesus a long time, and when things he tells us to do, it seems totally impossible. God, that's ridiculous. If we be transparent about it. It's ridiculous. You know I'm like this, and I'm too old, this and that. Come on, God. Really? she said, I'm gonna use an ESPN slogan. Come on, man. Those who watch ESPN, they know that saying. Sister Deacon Teresa?
I'm gonna piggyback off what you just said.
Okay.
About him being with God, you know, here he's an old man, so he knows what God can do.
Yes.
But he's focused on how in the world is this gonna happen. So what does it do? It shows you to us. We believe, oh yeah, God can do this, yeah, he's gonna do that. But when he tells us, you know, how he's gonna do it, then that's when we go question. You gonna do it? And our focus become more on that one thing.
Yes.
And for flesh, that's right. And that's what he did. He's trying to figure out how his wife's gonna have a baby. He's gonna forget all the important things, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Because watch this. We take our focus off of what he says for us the positive side. And we look at in the human nature, we focus more on the human nature side of things. That's impossible.
Yeah, that's true.
And still looking for the supernatural.
That's how
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Woo. Just those two little verses were good. Yes, ma'am. Talk to me.
That's because we continue in the flesh side, and if we like we are now, we begin to ask a lot of questions, which instead of taking God in His Word, we don't trust Him. That